Good morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about the diuretics. Diuretics means increase the rate and volume of urine formation. So increase the urine level in our body is known as diuretics. By the diuretic drugs are increase the urine formation and increase the rate of urine formation also. What is the normal urine volume? Normal range is the 1.5 to 2 liters per a day. 1.5 to 2 liters per a day it produced by our body. 1.5 to 2 liters of urine produces. So this is the normal volume. Up to normal volume, increase the normal volume by the diuretic drugs is known as a diuretics. So the diuretics is the diuretic drugs are the classified into several types. The diuretic drugs are classified into several types. So what are their classification? Classification. So it is classified into several types. So it first classification number one is the diuretics of high efficacy. Diuretics of high efficacy. Example is the furosemide, first example, and the second example is the toracimide, and third one example is the bimetinide. So these are the examples for the first of classification. And the next one, classification number two, medium efficacy diuretics. This is a high efficacy diuretics, medium efficacy diuretics. So medium efficacy diuretics is examples are the benzothiazidines, hydrochlorothiazidines, clopamide, the next clopamide, the next one indipamide, xipamide, chlorothiazidone, So these are an example for the medium efficacy diuretics. And the next one, third one is the weak diuretics. So weak diuretics example is the estrazolamide, the estrazolamide is example. And the next one, amiloride. So these are the example for the weak diuretics. And the next one, fourth one classification is the osmotic diuretics. Osmotic diuretics example is a mannitol. And the second one is the trimetrin, and the next glycerol. These are an example for the osmotic diuretics and classification of the diuretic drugs. So now we discuss about the furosemide drug. So the furosemide drug is it is a high efficacy diuretic. Furosemide is a high efficacy diuretic. And the next one, this furosemide is a loop diuretic also. It is also called as a loop diuretic. And it is reduce the absorption of electrolytes with the help of the with the help of the renal tube, renal tubules. So the furosemide is the involved in their loop diuretics. It is also called as loop diuretic. Decrease the absorption of this particular drugs. And the next one, what is the molecular formula? So molecular formula is the C12 H11 Cl N2O5S. So this is the molecular formula. It structurally it containing the one six-membered ring. It containing the one six-membered ring. So the six-membered ring is the CH2, and as well as the one five-membered ring also. One six-membered ring, one five-membered ring. The six-membered ring containing the acid, chlorine, and NH2SO2. So this is the furosemide drug. So the furosemide drug is it is a chemistry of this particular drug. And the next one, the furosemide, what is the mechanism of action? This drug is what is the mechanism of action. So the mechanism of action, what is the mechanism of action? The drug is a furosemide inhibit the reabsorption. It is involved in the inhibition of the inhibition of reabsorption of sodium and potassium ions. So renal tubules means, so this is the kidney. These are the renal tubules. So at that moment in here, the renal tubules is the collect the sample, and as well as the nephron system also. The kidney containing the nephrons. The nephron, it is containing the Bowman capsule. We know that the Bowman capsule containing the blood vessels and filter the blood here. And the next one, it converted into this will look like a Henle-like structure, loop of Henle, and it connected to this particular like. So then after here, the renal tubules, the loop of Henle, at that moment here, there is no chance for the reabsorption of the sodium and potassium ions. So at that moment, increases the sodium and potassium ions at the proximal and distal tubules. So this is the proximal tube, this is the distal tube, this is the loop of Henle. So this is the proximal tube, distal tube, this is the loop of Henle. We know that in here, in this condition, this particular inhibition of the reabsorption of sodium and potassium ions in the with the help of the proximal, distal tubules, and loop of Henle also. These three are the involved in there. And the next one, these drugs are the then after there is no inhibition of the sodium potassium ions, increase the urine volume also. So these drugs is involved in there. Not only increase the urine volume, it is a treatment of the congestive heart failure, and the next one hypertension treatment also. Sometimes it is used as a edema also. Sometimes it is used as edema. This is the mechanism of action. In here, with the loop of Henle's proximal distal tubules, there is no chance for the reabsorption of sodium and potassium ions, and it increases the normal urine volume. So this is called as a diuretics mechanism of action. And the next one, what is the dose of this particular drug? What is the dose? This dose is the adult dose is a 20 mg to 80 mg per single dose. Adult dose is a 20 to 80 mg single dose. It is a single dose. And the next one, 20 to 40 mg. First of all, 20 to 80 mg first dose, single dose. Second dose, what about the second dose? Second dose is the up to 40 mg, means up to 20 to 40 mg is administered on the second dose. So administered on the second dose. The next one, maximum per day, total 600 mg per day only. 600 mg per day only. And the next one, what about the children dose? Children dose is the 2 mg per kg body weight. 2 mg per kg body weight. And the next one, this drug is administered infants. What about the infants means below below 12 years age, or the below 12 age or up to infants below 12 years age, just 1.2 mg per kg body weight. So this adult dose, children dose, below 12 years age dose is this. This is the doses. And the next one, what is the contraindications? What is the contraindications? So contraindications is the hypersensitivity. Hypersensitivity contraindications is the hypersensitivity. And the next one, these affected on this particular lactation, pregnancy, renal failure, and as well as renal failure, diarrhea. These are all are the contraindications for this particular drug. And the next one, what about the side effects? What about this particular side effects? Sometimes it occurs the ECG changes, electrocardiogram is changes, chest pain produce, and loss of hearing, and the next one, blurred vision. So headache, blurred vision, headache, weakness. These are all are the rashes also produce, anemia also produce, rashes, anemia. These are all are the producers particular application of this drug. This is the side effects. And the next one, what about the pharmacokinetics? So pharmacokinetics, this drug is administered through the orally. It is administered through the orally. And the next one, it is more absorbed from the GIT tract only, and distributed through the body fluids, especially including blood also. And the next one, metabolism. This drug is metabolated in the liver and kidney, and excreted through as a urine. What is the half-life of this particular drug? So the half-life is exact 30 minutes only. 30 minutes. Half-life is 30 minutes. And the next one, what is this particular uses of this drug? What is the uses of this particular diuretic drugs? Uses. So these drugs are used in this particular hypertension condition, and it treatment of the edema. And the next one, it is treatment of the anemia, and hypercalcemia also. So this is the drugs. And the next one, what is the disadvantages of this particular drug? Disadvantages. The disadvantages drugs is it produce the hyperkalemia, and the next one, it produces the hyperglycemia also produces, and CNS disturbance occur, and loss of hearing, some allergic reactions also occur in our body. So this is about this particular advantages and disadvantages of this particular drug. And the next one, what is the role of nurse? So here, monitoring the blood pressure, monitor the blood pressure, BP. And the next one, examine the urine sugar, also. And the next one, to assess the hearing effect, to assess the hearing effect with the drug. And intake and output ratio, and the next one, to assess the drowsiness, also. And the next one, it is advised the patient take dose, advise to patient about dose, first dose and the second dose. And the next one, The next one, to avoid the nausea, vomiting, headache also. And the next one, to take sufficient fluids orally. To take sufficient fluids orally. So this is about role of nurse of this particular diuretic drugs. Thank you.